Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is, of course, your boy B, Bullet RC, coming to you guys again with yet another. And listen, before we get started, I do have one favor to ask you. If you missed yesterday's video, make sure to go peep that. A link will be down below. Early heat on the way, and of course, we got more videos this week. So make sure you peep that after the vid and drop a like on that bit, as well as dropping a like on this bit right here. Now back to the topic. Listen, man, the weekend is almost over, so you know what time it is. It is time to get into this week's Heat or Hype, where we get into the latest sneaker releases, sneaker rumors, or anything I want to talk about in the sneaker or streetwear world. That is what we do here today. And remember, if I don't talk about a shoe, either I forgot about it, didn't edit it in, or was just that basura. That I did not want to expose y'all to it, but again, the Basura King, the King of Basura, is back in the building this week with a shoe that we talked about a little bit ago, but they actually released, and listen, the retail price is just as crazy for this Basura as you would think. But hey, just hold on. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Listen, we have a ton of stuff to talk about this week. More leaks, more rumors, more updated release dates. It's, you know, August got kind of crazy during the end. And September, trust me, is not going to be a slouch at all either. So let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get into this week's Heat or Hype. First up for this week, because I'm curious, I want to ask y'all, did y'all go for any of the Union Jordan collab stuff, and did you hit? Let me know down below. I've seen a lot of people getting through, but also still a lot of people, well, complaining about the release. Now, if you're thinking in your head, hey, Bull, did you try it for them? Yes, because if I got them, I still wanted to make a video on them, and then I could just use them for trade bait for, I mean, the Union ones that I still don't have. But did I hit? No. I did not hit at all, which is probably for the best, because if I did hit on these, again, it would have been trade bait. These probably wouldn't have touched the toe. But did you hit? Let me know down below. Slide bar. For the next story that we got, we actually had 3 brand new pair of Human Race NMDs, but I don't know if they actually released. Now, they're supposed to drop on 8/26 on the network app, and you guys can see the 3 colorways right here. Obviously, my favorite being this top one, this like orange and blue one with the what I'm assuming is Chinese symbols on the top. Those are hard. Like, I wanted that pair. Now, unfortunately, I forgot about the release, so I did go to check to see what the prices were, but there are none of these shoes up for sale right now. But you also had this blue pair with Breathe and Walk, and also another purple pair with more of these Chinese symbols. Now, again, that orange and blue one, fire. Like, I wanted that pair, and they should have dropped on the 26th at, I believe, 9 p.m. EST. So if you were on it and you were one of the few people that may have copped this shoe, let me know down below. Y'all know the same way we talk about a new Dunk colorway, there used to be a new Human Race NMD colorway, and they really calmed it down, which I think is good. So to see a dope pair like that, you know, I was ready to hop on it, but right now, it's looking like not gonna be able to get one. Up next, we actually got another Supreme and Nike collab on the way. Blam, these just popped up. We talked about, I believe it was the Air Max 96 a few weeks ago, and now it seems that there is a new pair of Air Max Pluses on the way, or I call them just the tuned air joint. Now, I'm gonna assume that there are 3 colorways, and this is just one of them, being a black, red, pink, and yellow joint. And I'm not really mad at these. I definitely like these better than those Air Max 96 joints so far off this first colorway, and how they have kind of like this flame look. So I'm interested to see what other colorways are gonna drop. I'm hoping that there is that blue and yellow kind of like OG colorway with this same type of take on it, but we will just have to wait and see. But Supreme and Nike have a couple collabs on the way. I think there's about 3 or 4 that we have been seeing some leaked photos of, but no set and solid release date or release details at all yet. Now, on September 10th, we have some more ISPA overreacts dropping. Y'all know I've been talking a lot about these ISPA joints and how I want to get a pair, and usually when they drop, I unfortunately miss out, but I will be trying for these, and these joints right here are called the Shadow Berry. At least that's the colorway, and all over kind of black upper, got that like cranberry knit on the upper, and then you have the gray overreact sole. And again, I do want to try out one of these pairs. I did try on the flow joints that dropped, I believe that was like August 10th. I did not get those, so hopefully I can have some luck with this colorway right here, because I think these are pretty clean. I believe retail is going to be $170. Jumping into some Adidas news, we actually got official photos of this triple white Ultra 4D. We're getting more colorways. Wow, Who would have guessed it? Now, since these have official photos, I'm assuming that they're going to drop within the next, 2 to 3 weeks. I'm assuming September. Again, there's no set and solid release date on these either. I'll be trying to get y'all news fresh off the press, and when it's fresh like that, sometimes you don't have all the details. Now, all of these are called the triple white pair. They really look like a cream upper to me, and I feel like the cream upper, the black 4D joints already sold out. If these drop just like this, I would assume they would sell out as well. I feel like these original colorways are gonna go pretty hard with the 4D stuff, and then we might get into some more of the weaker colorways later. But new official photos, so that means more 4Ds are on the way if you missed out on that original colorway. Up next, we actually got something that I think is pretty dope. We have these right here. Now, from this first photo, I think you guys can tell you have an Air Force One that has basically an all-over Velcro upper, and then they give you the pieces to make whatever you want of it. And obviously from this photo, they're gonna flip the swoosh for the Travis Scott effect. Okay, we know that's gonna happen. But it's basically like a Build-A-Force, like a Build-A-Bear, it's a Build-A Air Force One. And I'm not mad at it. I think it's cool. Now, I don't know how much these are actually gonna cost. I don't know. I would assume it's gonna cost more because you have to make the full upper and then have all the different pieces with the Velcro. I would like to try out a pair, maybe, who knows? But from what I've read so far, there is no date just yet. But again, I'm all for the Build-A-Force joints. I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's cool to let someone kind of build out their own shoe. I don't know if Nike's the first to ever do it. I feel like someone else has done this before. But again, listen, I'm all for it. Now, we also got a quick update this week for those lucky green Air Jordan 1s. As y'all can see them right here, we actually got some photos from Size, and they are still looking as good as ever. But if you remember, these are going to be for small feet gang only. So y'all gang, size 12, proud member once again. I probably won't be able to get these unless they do come out in those extended sizing. But a lot of the women's releases as of late have been sticking to only the women's sizing, which, hey, I can't be mad. As a guy, we get a lot of dope releases. They don't come in those smaller sizes, so hey, it's all good. But this one is going to be a problem come October 11th. If for some reason these do come in those extended sizes though, I'm definitely gonna be going for a pair. For any of y'all still looking to cop a pair of Yeezy slides, you do have another chance. On September 4th, there are 2 colorways coming out, the Core and the Soot colorway. Kanye's on his earthy shit, so you're getting the Soot Yeezys. Now, these are gonna still be retailing for that $55, and again, in my opinion, I think the Yeezy slide is pretty comfy. I do have a pair myself, and I know a lot of people have been waiting on that like dark, almost black or all black pair of Yeezy slides to drop, so I feel like that Core colorway is gonna go. The brown Soot joints, who knows? But hey, if you're waiting, September 4th is the date for $55. Lastly, we talked about one of these Air Force One craters, Air Force One using that crater foam or those recycled materials. Well, blam, we got another one right here. Not much to really get into other than, some of y'all really seem to like that pair of Crater Forces. So blam, here is a black pair, and I definitely like this colorway better than that other joint that we were looking at. And I'm assuming that this one is going to be probably that men's release. It's an all over black upper, and then that recycled front piece, that mesh piece, whatever it is, it looks a little bit darker. This is another one with no set release date yet, but since we have official photos, be probably looking out for it within the next month and a half. Now, up next, there is rarely ever a pair of 14s or Jordan 14s that I see that I'm like, yo, these shits, these kind of hot. I might have to go ahead and grab them. At least not many colorways recently, but we just got these right here, and this is a special edition pair of Air Jordan 14s in this Sepia Stone colorway. Now, these are supposed to be dropping sometime early 2021, but the interesting thing about it is that the retail on these should be $220. So I want to know what about this pair of 14s other than, the colorway is cool, but the colorway doesn't make it $30 more expensive. And of course, this is, again, a mock-up. But I wonder what is going to be so special about these 14s to make them cost that extra $30. If they do, because again, that's another rumored price. Either way, I dig this color combo. So I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting to see what these actually look like once we get some leaked photos or some official photos of them. But again, not until 2021. Now on September 24th, blam, the smoke gray Air Jordan 6 will be dropping for the ladies, the small feet gang out there. And in my opinion, from these photos, these joints is hard. These are clean. Not only are the clear panels on the side hard, but that suede, the suede on the uppers on these joints looks really well done, and that kind of slightly yellowed midsole as well. In my opinion, these are a cop. Small feet gang ladies, I think you guys got another one. These plus the lucky greens, both super solid colorways, but again, September 24th is the date, $190 is the price. These fire. Now, out of nowhere, 2020 again, a lot of different surprises. We are getting a collab on the Air Jordan 23, and this is via Titan. So this is a Filipino retailer and Jordan brand come together on a 23, and I'm happy to just see some of those weirder numbers, you know, when you get past like 16, 17, 18. I guess once you get into like the 20s, it starts getting kind of weird. And for some people past the 14, it gets weird because the 15 is right there. But I gotta say, I'm happy to see the 23 getting some love, and I actually like this pair of 23s. I don't own any 23s, and I think I maybe own one pair of 23s, which was the blue and gray colorway, and I love that colorway. But I gotta say, for a 23, I think they killed it on these. Now, these supposed to be dropping sometime before the end of 2020. When I have an update for y'all, I will let y'all know. For the Yeezy pack of news this week, we got 3 brand new Yeezy 380 colorways on the way. This first one being one that I know a lot of people are waiting on, and that is a black 380, which is the Onyx 380 that should be dropping on November 27th, Black Friday, for that regular retail of $230 still. This Onyx one is definitely not bad, but will you guys be going for this Onyx or mostly black colorway, because it isn't really triple black. I think the only thing that really messes up this 380 is the sole, because you have that white boost that goes through like that transparent black sole, and I don't think it really matches up with the upper. I wish they would have just did like a black boost. I think that would look better. I don't know. I guess it's the same thing with another 380 we're going to talk about, is that the upper is fine. It's just that the sole kind of just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't work. Doesn't vibe well with the upper, in my opinion. But again, the Onyx joints are going to be dropping on Black Friday. Now, we also have this pair right here, which is the LMNTE pair. I just call them laminate. I don't know. That's just what I think of. And these are like brown and yellow. Another weird colorway on a 380. I like the yellow hit, like I like that, but the rest of this shoe, not really feeling. And then last up, on September 12th, we get the Pepper Yeezy 380. And again, the sole, I don't know if the sole matches the upper on these. Maybe it'll look better in person, because the uppers, again, the upper is not bad, but I just don't feel like the sole matches at all. But hey, if you do like any of these colorways, good luck. I hope you can grab them. Retail is $230, and the closest one we got is the Pepper, again, dropping on the 12th. Okay, so it is time to get into this week's official Basuda of the week, and we have the one, the only, high fashion guys. I'm sorry, we are back on your heads once again. Margiela, they have returned. Now, we've seen a couple photos of this shoe way back in like early 2020. Now this shoe has actually released, and the price is crazy on these joints. And once you see the official photos, these are terrible. And that shoe is blam.
Somebody did this
right here. Obviously, this shoe is inspired by the Air Jordan 4. Now, an Air Jordan 4 usually is going to cost you $190. Now, if you want to step over and put your big boy shoes on with the Margiela guys over there, it's going to cost you $990 to put this pure Basuda garbanzo beans garbola juice on your feet. I feel like if I walked into Walmart right now and went to the shoe section, I would see something that looks very similar to these, but probably only going to cost me about 25 to 50 bucks. Listen, I get it. Heavy inspiration from the 4, but this Basuda is inexcusable. And for $1,000, we always have to remember that someone out there, someone is going to buy these, and they are available now, so someone possibly has already bought these. If you are a viewer and you are thinking about spending $1,000 on this shoe, I would just tell you to wait. Fire Red 4 should be coming either later this year, or we'll get them eventually, and you can spend $200 on that shoe. Or even for a resale, you could probably get 2-3 pairs for the one price of these Margielas. Margiela, the king of basura, putting up them big numbers over here in Garbola Juice land. Listen, I will be looking for a good Margiela shoe that I like from here on out, and when I see it, I will let y'all know. But listen, I am done talking about basura for the week. Margiela, get these trash shits off my screen, please. And let's go ahead and get back to the heat, bro. First off, on September 25th via Brendan Dunn, we know that this brand new pair of Better Days Bodega and New Balance joints are dropping. This is another pair of the 997S, and this will be the last Bodega 997S. There will be no more 997S's after this. And y'all already know I'll be aiming to get a pair. Hopefully this last one also just hits the doorstep, but we'll just have to wait and see. Up next, we have what we used to call the Lemon Wash pair of Dunk Lows. We now know they're called the Community Garden pair, and these are dropping officially on September 10th for $100. And I'm gonna let y'all know right now, this is going to be another very hard pair of dunks to get. I am going to be going for a pair myself, but listen, man, I have been for every dunk that released this year so far, and with a special pair like these, I don't really see that changing. But hey, I still got a little hope, and good luck to y'all out there if you do go for a pair. This week we got a sneak peek at this Stussy pair of Air Force Ones. We talked about them before, but all we had was the color codes, and from the color codes, it would seem like they was going to be pretty boring, pretty basic. Now, depending on what you like, these could be still pretty boring, pretty basic, but we have these joints right here, which have an all over natural hemp upper, and these do actually have a Stussy logo embroidered right there on top of the toe, right where the shoe is going to be creasing at. These Stussy joints just give me kind of like a nice sunny on the beach sandy vacation vibe, and I really dig them. So I will be trying to get them. When I have that release date and that retail for you, I will let you know. We also got some big restock news. If you are still waiting on a pair of Yeezy Quantums, or at least want to get that original colorway, they should be restocking on the 5th of September. Again, the 5th of September, the original Quantum should be restocking, and if you are going for them, good luck. I will be trying for this shoe because so far I think the original colorway is the best. The Bariums were cool, I've seen them in person, but the original OG joints are the best so far, and I will be going for them, and I'm pretty sure the retail is $250 on these. And to go ahead and end off this week's Heater Hype, we have some big news, if it is what I think it is. Now, we've been talking about new CPFM Air Force One, and they recently posted something on their IG of them gifting Nelly 2 pairs of Air Force Ones, a black and a white pair, and the caption on this photo was September 10th. So no one knows exactly what it is, but for me, I really hope that they do a restock of the original CPFM Air Force One collab, because I still want a white and red pair, or even like white and green and red. I just want another pair of CPFM Forces that aren't black. Again, no one knows exactly what it is yet, but when I know, I will let you know. But please, CPFM, restock the Nike ID, because I want another pair and I don't want to spend a crazy resale price for them. Thank you, appreciate it. But listen, that is it. Y'all let me know, did you cop anything this week, or did you save all the money in the pockets? Remember, that is always a good option. And again, make sure to peep yesterday's video. It is linked down below. Drop a like on that bit, and make sure you drop a like on this bit right here, man. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Twitch. The Twitch is BulletRC, by the way. Here, there, blessed by, of course, I don't have any shoes right now by me, so BulletRC, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Listen, I need to get out of here. We talked about a lot of shoes this week. I need to go edit. Much love. See you on the next one. New videos on the way. Trust me, a lot of new videos this week and early reviews. Peace.
If you come here trying to take some, there's a lot more where that came from, and it really ain't